Right, some of you wanted to do a spotlight cut crease and some of you wanted to do a traditional cut crease. I've got this eye all prepped, as you can see from the snippet of the brow. So like I said, I've just patted that concealer right in. Like I said, you want to do this on each eye before you start. Okay, next I'm going to take a bit of like the Acid Rain in Glow Girl. This isn't an essential step, but I just feel this will deepen that crease a little bit more. I'm going to just take an Acid Rain brush, and I'm literally going to take it into circles, so right from the corner of the eye, just slightly above my crease, to create an arch like so. So at the minute it doesn't look anything too fancy. Right, and from that I'm going to take a pointed brush when I can find one, like so. This is a Jessup brush, and I'm just going to intensify what I've made. I'm going to use the Fierce Financial palette, and I'm going to go in with the purple. I do like to do about 5 dips initially, the brush, and really load it up. I'm going to start the centre, and I'm just pushing that product in to the base I've already applied it to. Do you see it's making a nice like smoky sort of look with that pink? Just going to load up that brush again. Like so. And then I'm just going to, on the back of my hand, I'm going to clean off that excess, and I'm going to just what you call point blend. So brush on, half off, and I'm literally just softening that, ready for that next colour. Like so. With this, it's one of them looks where you just have to trust that process and keep on going. I'm going to go in with a dark red sort of shade next. Just, yeah, loading up that brush. I'm going to go in a little bit more, slightly overlapping that purple, just to achieve that colour depth I'm looking for. And exactly the same thing, just taking off that brush. And just fluffing it out. In fact, you can take a fluffier brush, like so. That does a really good job of fluffing out their edges. Just to soften them nicely for when we make that cut. Right, I'm quite happy with that. What you want to concentrate on, not so much what's going on underneath that crease, because like I said, that's going to be gone soon. Okay. I will do it the traditional way, because not everyone has Acid Rain. So I'm loading up that brush again. And what I like to do is, if you can see, I'll just come a little bit closer. I like to just stamp the shape of that brush to just give me that shape I want. Like I said, you can do that, but I just think keep it simple. Use the tools you've got. lot of these complex looks as well you see in MUAs do, it's a bit like learning to drive. Like, you're gonna break down them little steps and it will come together. As soon as you master this cut crease, then you can do 2, 3, 4 even. So I'm just using that brush, almost like cutting a rainbow sort of shape in the eye. Doing exactly the same on the outer side. Right, okay. Then I'm going to take, where is that? There it is. I'm just going to pat it down with that first brush. Be very careful as you're going near the edge, just to make that base a bit tacky, ready for the next colours. Like so. Right, next I'm going to take that rounded brush again I used first of all. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to go back in with that very first shade, which is the deepest. I tend to find this works the best, go deeper to light. And I'm literally stamping on in each corner. I'm going in with that red that I had next, slightly overlapping it. And blending in between, like so. Doing exactly the same. Right, as I'm going to be going lighter, I'm just going to take off that excess. I'm going to go in next with a bright orange from this palette. Right, slightly on top of that red, slightly off. I'm just patting it in, like so. Do you see it's really starting to come together now? Just building it up and intensifying it slightly. Take a little bit more of that orange. And the whole time you're wanting to make, it's almost a bit like a triangle, as you can see there. And I'm literally every time just taking it, I'm going to take a slightly lighter orange. It's almost a bit peachy. And again, half on, half off, to blend that in. And then lastly to the centre, just loading up a bit of, I almost think it's like a duster sort of yellow. I'm just pressing that yellow on. Be very careful as you go near the edge, because you don't want to mess up that blend you've already done. It's one of these looks, you know, it's better to go little by little. So if you put too much on, it can get quite messy. So I'm just adding the yellow to that. Like so. Then I'm going to go in with that peach again. Just building it up, little by little. Every time you'll notice I'm slightly overlapping that colour. back in with that brighter orange. And then in with that red. Like so. And then lastly, in with that purple. You can go ahead, you could add liner. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to use a little bit of this, the P. Louise. You'll see like people are doing a lot of looks at present, and they're using like this just at the top. It's nothing fancy, so I just want to show you how you can simply achieve this. Again, so I'm going in with a gold. You could do this with a lash glue, a pigment glue, and add your pigment. I'm just literally taking it just on that light bit of the spotlight. Like so. There you have it. There's the spotlight cut crease. I'm going to go now and I'm going to do the other cut crease on this eye. Please stay tuned and hopefully you'll like my next video.